I didn't want to talk over that awesome intro, so welcome back, folks. Level Up Royal here with you once again. I'll get myself out of the way here in just a moment. We're going after the motorcycle, guys. I played ahead a little bit, so I knew what I was doing in here, so I should be able to give you some real good gameplay here, real good walkthrough, etc. So before I get into it, if you wouldn't mind taking a quick moment to like, share, subscribe, comment, I always appreciate those things, and please let me know your thoughts and comments. I'd love to hear what you're thinking. So with that, let's get into this. Toodles. Alright, so we just finished our plant thingy boss fight. We got the best sidekick ever. And we need to know where to go next. So basically what we have to do is we have to go into this doohickey and use our morph ball bomb. So guys, there's a couple of different ways you can throw morph ball bombs. One, you can just make a morph ball and you can, you know, plop yourself up into the slot, you plant a bomb, bada bing, bada bing. The other way to do it, if I can figure out how to break free from this thing. Uh-oh. I cannot break free from this thing. But another thing you can do is go into morph ball mode here. Go ahead and hold the morph ball bomb button down and it'll make a bomb like above the ball. And then you can go into your psychic abilities and then you can grab that. So pretty cool. And then you would just aim that at the pedestal instead of actually putting yourself in there as the morph ball. So you're going to need that mechanic here moving forward, so I wanted to take a minute and showcase that. So for right now, we got to get to the power plant. I don't know what the game actually calls that. I'm calling it the Matrix thing, the power plant. That's what they called it in the Matrix, because it actually looks like the Matrix. As a matter of fact, I think there's a boss fight in here that resembles something out of the Matrix. So I don't know. You guys be the judge of that, but I think there's a little bit of the Matrix influence in this video game, and I'm totally okay with that. I loved the movies. It was a great time. Okay, now this thing we cannot actually activate yet. We need electricity flowing through here, and we're not there yet. That'll come later. At least I think. If there's something to this, I have not figured that out yet. All it really says is, you know, it needs a current to pass through the electrodes. So I'm assuming, you know, at some point, when we get all these keys in place, the current is going to flow and things like that will start working. Okay, so just scannable stuff here. Of course, I'm going to try to make sure I get my scans. I haven't been doing a great job of that. I don't multitask well. I cannot rub my head and pat my belly, as you all know. But I'll do my best here and try to get the scans that I can get while I'm thinking about scans. And we got left Twix or right Twix? I'm going to go right Twix first. Oh no, we can't go right Twix. Nope, we need the plasma cannon for that, or whatever the fire weapon's going to be. So that will come later also. So this is basically how we get there, guys. It's a transport system, and it's going to launch us out of the cannon like the circus here, and that's okay. We need to do it to get to where we need to go here. Just making sure there's nothing else to scan. And speaking of that morph ball deal. So yeah, we definitely need to do that here. And honestly, this is a bit of a clumsy mechanic. I'm getting it, but there's a learning curve here. Alright, booyah, baby. So from here, go ahead and interact with the three-fingered hand there. Or two thumbs, or one thumb and a finger, or two thumbs. It's either one thumb and two fingers, or two thumbs and one finger. I haven't figured that out yet. So there we go, speeding through the atmosphere. Wonder what it's like in there. Probably getting a little warm. And I love some of these sequences. They show you her face reflecting in her visor, just like the old Metroid Prime games, and I love how they brought that into this one. Okay, so we basically crash landed somewhere the thing didn't work like it was supposed to. And guys, I walked around here on foot just looking for random stuff. There's not much here. It's just a bit of an open space to kind of show you where some things will be later. For example, right across the way here to the right, there's some of those platforms that you need certain boots for. We're going to get those in today's stream. That's going to be one of the superpowers we'll acquire while we're doing the raid on the electrical facility. The power plant, whatever we're going to call this thing. So anyway, yeah, we'll need the psychic boots for that, so we cannot get there from here just yet. These, of course, I've already showed. We can absolutely start breaking this stuff down. In order to break that with the cannon, though, you really need to charge that thing up full blast. Otherwise, it won't quite break it. And there's a couple of those crystalline structures around. Also, guys, notice the ramps. So that's essentially how we get out of this area. Once we get the motorcycle, we'll be able to jump. Now, I haven't done that yet. I only played as far as the power station. I wanted to know what I was getting myself into. I wanted to be prepared for things to come. That way, you know, I could give you a good video here. But, yeah, that's basically going to be our way out. So we're kind of stuck in here for now. And I want to make sure I get all my crystals here. I'm not quite sure what these are for just yet. But clearly we're going to need them, so... Okay, so basically, instead of him following us around now, he's basically kind of like Navi. I don't know if you guys remember that old school Zelda game where the fairy would like talk to you and you could push a button and it would give you like a clue. So he's kind of like Navi. Navi was probably cooler, but that's okay.
Viola. Tanzahaden Aldush, Kalastek Tatariniscret, Chan Brazil, Kurutin Patnaishut, Elichus Krashantet Azar. Viola Armsen Vanda, Karshusik. Kasarech Abelan, Shukich Ansuti. Nanten Tashent, Kasarech Dastil. Abelan el-Sitan, Shalif Atzarin Sathar, Tashantir, Gamma and Daranit. Shandarah, Netzenam Tasante, Kasarech Dastil. Kinala Silam Virus. Osamate.
Alright, there you have it. A little bit more storyline there. So yeah, just go ahead and get your scans, and then we're going to have to go inside this doohickey. This, unfortunately, we can't get yet. There's a lot of mechanisms we come into contact with now about electrifying, so I'm sure there's going to be some kind of a charge weapon at some point. So we'll be able to electrify things like that. So yeah, a couple of things out here we can't... And I just noticed something that I appreciate more after playing No Man's Sky is like... taking in the details they put into video games like this when you're on a different world. And notice the real faint rings there, so it's kind of like the rings of Saturn. We are on a ringed planet, and I think that is just awesome. Okay, yeah, I had that remembered wrong. Wow, I can't even remember what I had for breakfast this morning, let alone what to do here. So this is where we need to go off to the right and find Morph Ball mode. Okay, now everything's okay again. Jeepers. So anyway, guys, something that I didn't really pay too much attention to in my very first stream is the crates. I was blasting right past these, I wasn't blowing them up. They have pickups, health, missiles, or rockets, or whatever. So yeah, just as a good rule of thumb for any Metroid Prime game, always break the crates, especially when you need missiles or life force. Or health, whatever they call that in this game. Something that I haven't understood this far is these are robots that work for the people we're here to serve right now. But they don't seem to recognize us as ally. So it's like, there's miscommunication, and I'm not okay with this. Like, they should be our friends, not foes. Fish are friends, not food. Okay, but good thing is they're not terribly difficult. As long as you're staying on the move, they usually miss. So I just kind of lock on and pick a direction, one side or the other. And then they get some reinforcements here. Hey, where did you go? There you are. And they get around. Alright, I think that means...
Protected by a force field. If you want to get in there, you can find a way to remove it. I'll do some research while you look for the teleporter keys.
Guess I don't necessarily need this stuff, I'm just kind of showcasing that. Crates, plants, anything that's a cache. One thing that I gotta give the game credit for is there's abundance of caches throughout the levels. I have not had an issue yet finding life or missiles when needed. Okay, so pretty much all this stuff explodes. Just to kind of show that. That'll explode many things, which is kind of nice. And then from here... Okay, once we get the motorcycle out, we'll have to put the motorcycle on that to activate that. But, we gotta break in first. And the way we break in is what I was trying to do, like, 20 minutes ago. We gotta go over here and morph ball in. Scans first. Alright. We are in the room that goes nowhere. Or so you would think. Lucky for us, there's some broken glass here. We just have to finish the job. And I think all that's just like regular cache explodey stuff. Okay, so a quick missile there. And then I think that drops us down into a room below. And then that's how we can proceed forward into the facility. Now be careful, don't go back down here, because that'll spit you back out and you'll have to do it all over again. Ask me how I know. So, yeah, basically we just gotta go for it. You wouldn't think you'd have to go down this never-ending hallway, but that's exactly what we have to do. Good thing is the game kind of takes over and does the heavy lifting for us. Fast travel, bye-bye! Okay, some more cache type stuffs. Oh, these are gonna be fun. Yeah, so once again, guys, they are foes and not friends. So once those things start waking up in the facility, they'll start attacking you, so it's not cool. Good thing is they're relatively easy to kill. Okay, I think that's the way we have to break in, because we cannot get in this way yet. Love Morph Ball mode, always have. From the very first Metroid game. Thought that was the most awesome thing ever. Oh, they call it the Volt Forge. Okay. But you can see where I got it confused with the Matrix. I mean, that is almost right out of the movie. Okay, I think we have to break those with the motorcycle. I don't really know. I didn't drive the motorcycle out. So I'm not sure on that yet. And I just kind of noticed that up there. That's interesting. And there's probably a magnetic rail. I haven't unlocked that ability yet either, because I see one over there too now. Yeah, lots of to-dos in here, so I'll make a mental note of all that. We'll come back to that. Oh, there's like 50,000 different types of crates. I need 2 rockets. Oh yeah, scans. New creatures, that's always fun. That's the equivalent of a pickup truck. Toyota, if I'm not mistaken. And once again, guys, that's for an ability we don't quite have yet. Once we get the spinner ball, or whatever, the boost ball, we'll be able to activate mechanisms like that. Okay, so that's just going to tell us we can't go out that way, I think. Or disregard that. Apparently we can go out that way. Hey, Jim Lewis! Yeah, beautiful graphics indeed. Yeah, hey, happy to do it. It's been a lot of fun. Definitely gonna enjoy this playthrough for sure. Thanks for stopping in. We'll see you later. Here they are, guys, and that's pretty much size. That's what we're looking at. And the thing's a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it so far. Just a little bit of a tutorial spell that I had with it. I was like, oh mama, I can get into this. I wasn't sure about having a motorcycle in a Metroid game, but now that I've gotten my hands on the thing, I'm feeling it. And there are not a shortage of scans in the power plant. Holy guacamole. So basically these doors open once we get the motorcycle, and that's kind of like a highway of sorts. That's why there's like a big wide door on either side. So yeah, that'll come later. So for right now, just forget about these 2 doors. There's 3 towers. I'm in Tower 2. There's Tower 3. Oh wait, I'm in Tower 1. That's Tower 2. That's Tower 3. Okay, I think this is where we get our map. And so we do. I found the map is somewhat helpful. I haven't needed to rely on it a lot. The good thing is a lot of this is pretty linear in here.
Copy. Finally, I got through. Lightning storm is playing tricks on my car. Looks like you acquired the map to the facility. Let's take a peek. To reach the next tower, you'll need to open the big door in this room. But without power, you won't like to hear that again. Oh, and don't forget to stop by the save station. Oh boy, this storm's picking up. You might be on your own from here. Good luck.
Okay, so a little bit from the best sidekick ever. And yeah, I'm definitely going to take advantage of that save station. Something I noticed too is there's an autosave feature, but I'm not 100% sure what actually makes it autosave. Maybe when you hit certain checkpoints, because it seems to be kind of random. So the good news is if you die, you might be, you know, not so far away as your last actual save station. Alright, so anyway, basically, yeah, what it's telling us to do is we got to get these doors open. And the only way we can really proceed from this room right now is going to be across from that save station. And this is going to get us down into the belly of the beast. So every tower has its own little, like, mini-boss. And all three were a tough fight, I'm not going to lie. I didn't find any of them super easy. So, definitely have your combat visors on for some of these fist fights. I'm pretty sure this is a superpower that we don't have yet. We're probably going to get a grapple beam at some point that you can also rip things off the wall from. I think that was introduced in Corruption, Metroid Prime 3. Because I saw a point down here for grapple, which we don't have. And then several things like that that says it can be ripped off forcefully. And very cool aesthetics here, showing you like the highway, the different towers. I love having the windows there. Okay guys, and everything is a puzzle. It's a proper Metroid game, so there are no shortages of puzzles to proceed in any of these towers. And look at what we have here. Alright, scan's complete. Actually, hold that thought. Buttons. I gotta tell you, whoever was in charge of making the button layout for this game, I don't know if they just got frustrated and just started randomly picking stuff, but man, I am all over the place with my button presses. There is definitely a learning curve here. Currently offline. Okay, so we cannot do that yet. In fact, I think all this stuff is offline right now. Okay, I'm gonna have to make a mental note of all this. So yeah, basically we just jump from platform to platform. And it'll get us down slowly. Make sure I'm not missing stuff along the way here. Oh, oh nuts. That's unfortunate. So I didn't smack that with a good charge beam there. That'll get our elevators working. To a degree, I guess. Okay, so this, yeah, I remember this now. Basically, we gotta stand on this elevator, and we gotta do our drivable beam shot. I don't know what else to call this thing. Right into the hole here. Because these are timed, so it's limited. You gotta be relatively quick on that. 3 missiles. Oh wait. That was kind of a waste of missiles because I can't actually do that yet. We don't have boost ball. So you would need boost ball and then you would build up momentum. That's right out of the old Metroid games. Okay, so all these are dead, which is good because you can kill them easily. Not like we necessarily need to. Ouch, what was that? Squeeze me! Long elevator ride, hot dog. Yeah, these things like are very far and few between on the pickups, but I wanted to showcase that just in case you're in need. They will drop something on occasion. And a lot of this, guys, it's like going around in a circle. Yeah, I got twisted a couple of times just because I was like, wait, it looks familiar. Have I been here? And after running around in circles a couple more times, I finally figured it out. It's like, oh yeah, I have been here before. So a lot of the exits bring you right back to where you started from, so to speak. Okay, so that's offline. We can't go that way yet. Whole bunch of scanny stuff in there. Good thing about this lock is we can break these open. That's for the missile. Actually, I don't know if a morph ball... I guess not. I was trying to save the missile there, but apparently that's not in the cards. Okay, all this stuff is automated factory type equipment. All this is going to turn on and create kind of like a conveyor belt. There will be like laser beams and stuff we'll have to dodge and evade. It's fun. Just pointing that out so it looks familiar to you when you do see it again. Because it'll look very different than it looks now. Everything will be turned on, glowing, lit up, moving. Oh yeah, this is the junk pile. Basically the scrapyard of like defective parts and stuff. Okay, I think we have to do that morph ball trick here. Oh wait, maybe that's offline? Yeah, okay. At some point, guys, these are gonna start turning themselves on. We're not there yet, but oh, this is fun. See, I remember shooting at these 4 days, trying to get them all dead. I finally just started going around in morph ball. But wow, I was eating a lot of damage doing that, so I don't know if I should. But it was fun, so I'm going to do that anyway. You can just kind of go bowling here, and but again, it starts eating on the damage, so... Yeah, let's stop doing that. And they give you little in return, like, ouch. Okay, not much else we can do in here right now because everything is dead. We have to go turn the power on. We need to let the juice loose. I don't idle very well. I don't like long elevator rides. In video games or real life, by the way. Alright, I think I'm nice and topped off with the exception of one missile. I will be okay. Wait a minute. Everything is offline. There's a lot of these things. I'm kind of surprised I never found a nest. Okay, I think it's another missile opportunity. Right. Okay, so we cannot do anything here. I mean, you can walk on that thing if you want, it just breaks. But basically, we can't do anything, because I think this is what you need the grapple beam for. Because it mentions wire attaching and using them to pull themselves up. So once we get the power flowing, this floor will be electrified anyway. So yeah, right now that's just not within the cards to go get. I'm actually seeing a lot of things like that in this dungeon, so I have a feeling we'll have to come back here later game when we have a lot of these abilities. For example, I think this is the magnetic track. Once we enable that for Morph Ball, we'll be able to use that to get across. So there's two superpowers right there that we don't have yet that we'll need for later. So yeah, we're definitely going to be revisiting this dungeon. Okay, we can't turn that on yet. Okay, we gotta go that way. That's really the only way forward. I just wanted to make sure I'm not missing scans here. I love these little puzzles too for Morph Ball mode. Okay, so I'll have to do that. I don't know what to call these things. The Psychic Morph Ball Bomb Throw Toss thing. And then all the crates and stuff that are here, I would leave those be for now. Ooh, what is that? I did not notice that before. Boost rail, okay. That'll come later, clearly. We need Psychic Boost Ball for that. Funny, I didn't notice that when I ran through here earlier. Okay, so yeah, Morph Ball it up. Go ahead and hold that A button down, get that thing flowing. Boy, this is a really clumsy mechanic. Alright. Get your two bombs going there. Okay, good to go. So many scans. Make a mental note of these baskets on this side. Now, we don't need to use those now, but once we get the power turned on, we're going to have to get out of the way. And that's how we get out of the way. It was a lot of fun figuring that out. Okay, a morph ball bomb there should do the job. There it is, guys. We got our first power flowing. Yep. Alright, so from here, it's going to send discharges down this big long pipe. We just got to wait for that to clear, and then we can make a break for it. And that's when these baskets will start coming in handy. I don't know if I could have made it to the second basket. I was tempted to try. But wow, that thing really knocks it out of your health. So I'd really rather not eat that damage if I can avoid it. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Not a lot of wiggle room on that one.
Oh, good. We're back online. The facility's power has been restored. Once you return to the top floor, the door to the next tab.
Okay, so Captain Obvious giving us a little bit of instruction there. Oh, so close. Alright, rock and roll. Let's get on out of here. Go back the way we came, basically. I got lucky there. I wasn't paying attention and I couldn't stop myself in time, so I just really lucked out with the timing on that one. Otherwise, you would have seen how much damage it takes when you know, don't pay attention. Alright, this turns the machines back on, and we're going to need that activated so we can plunge forward here. Mostly just informational, but yeah. So this is basically how they build the thing, and we can trick the machine here to get us up and out of here. We got the green light. Look at us go. Nothing that way apparently. Now I made it through here with ouch. Without doing that the first time. Ouch. Or that. Wow, look at all the damage I just took. Wowzers. Okay, that's online now. And I think that's just a quick way to get back. Like up and down now. We don't have to go through that whole process of getting thrown. So what we need to do from here is just go back the way we came. And I should have broken all those crates to, you know, replenish all the health that I lost playing magical pinball machine there. This might be our first of the mini boss fights. Or maybe it's just the little drones that start waking up. So basically the charge attack, it doesn't look like it's doing anything, but it is. It takes about 3 smacks per machine here. Now you can use rockets too, but wow, I found I was really going through rockets. So if you're going to use rockets, I wouldn't rely on rockets. Ooh, those light blue ones are 50. Okay, so unfortunately we can no longer fool the machine. This one's a little bit smarter. And we've already been through here, by the way. This is that hallway or corridor I talked about. When we come back, it'll be turned on and it'll look different. So now it looks different. Everything's working, and that's going to be our ticket out of here. Okay, so go ahead and throw your morph ball bomb up there. Morph ball bomb? That's a mouthful. MBB? MB squared? Either way, it's a mouthful. I think that's pretty much it for right now. Let's go ahead and get on out of here. It's like, wait a minute. Something doesn't feel right. And into the scrap bin we go. But that's okay. That's the way we need to go anyway. So he did us a huge favor. And once again, this platform is just, you know, a quick way up and down, so we don't have to go through that process anymore. And then there's the automated assembly line we have to work our way through. And we're going to get to this door on the other side once we make our way around the great big circle. Very confusing room, guys. Like, I cannot overstate that. Very confusing room. I think this is where we go into morph ball mode. Come on, baby. Yepers. Ow, he tagged me good. Alright, so now we're on the other side of that door. And this is where I started walking around in circles. I was like, where am I going? And then it finally hit me like a ton of bricks. Wait a minute, I've been here a million times. Okay, we need to go that way. It's so much fun being me. Long elevator rides. That's gonna be the reason my right trigger wears out too soon. Playing this video game. Oh, ouch. Oh, I did not know he was in here. Bruh. Okay, we still cannot do the thing in here because we don't have boost ball. So there's another ability we need to come back to the towers with. Huh, that's interesting. Those things are working now. I wonder what they turn on. I think I just kind of plowed through here before. Didn't really pay too much attention to that. Okay, well, either way, we gotta get out of here, so... Whoops. Yeah, don't stand on those when that's happening. So you gotta do this fast, basically. Get to a safe point, because they all get electrified at the same time. And once they're done cooking, do it all over again, go on the other way. There it is, baby. Full health. Uh-oh. Where am I going? I went too far. Yikes! That smarted. Oh, wow. You have to start all the way over. That's not awesome. See, I did this just fine this morning. I got through all this first try, no hiccups. Now I'm doing it for real, and I'm having all these issues. Maybe I should have just streamed my attempt. Okay, now this time I'm going to try not to go too far. Nice little death trap they had for me there, and I fell right into it. Wow, we didn't have to go far at all. It's like right here. Oh, there we go. Okay, I needed to do that. Still, I haven't figured out what unlocks that. The nearby linked device. I think that's the way back out, but first I want to play with this and see if I can't figure that out. Oh, it's right there. I think that's for the spinner ball. Or boost ball, whatever they call that thing. So we cannot actually get that yet. And I think we need morph ball mode, and I think that little puzzle starts way at the bottom. And then you have to, because that's force fielded, so we couldn't get there if I wanted. Interesting. So this elevator must just be here for a quick way up and down, so you don't have to go through that whole process again with the elevators. Okay, we'll have to come back to that. I thought maybe there was a way to access that now. I'm back to needing 2 missiles. I think that's another thing for the grapple beam when the time comes. Alright guys, so that's done. Go ahead and hit your save point again. Probably a good idea to do that before we move forward. Get a good hard save.
Are you back on the top floor? Anything you can activate now that the power's back on? To clear the way to the next tower. With this storm, we might lose signal, but...
Got some new stuff to scan now. Power's on, things are moving, what's up? I think we're all good to go here. One more scan. Funny they call the thing Viola. I don't understand that. Maybe because it's violet in color? Viola, violet? I don't know. In my mind, I haven't been able to link where they came up with that name from. Unless that's from an old Metroid game and it's just not coming to mind. That could very well be. So here it is, guys. That's how you get your hands on the motorcycle. But we still can't use it. That's right, we gotta go turn the power on in the other tower first. And that's not the way. That's to Tower 3, that's not the way. Oh, that's right, jeepers. I forgot a step. See, I'm getting ahead of myself. So maybe this is where we get our hands on the actual motorcycle. No, this was a power suit upgrade. For the motorcycle. See, I know what I'm talking about. In my defense, I still can't remember what I had for breakfast this morning. There we go. Purring like a kitten. So basically just crank down on that accelerator. And you're off. You can still use psychic mode or scan mode in this. Well, I'm trying. Apparently I've already scanned those. Speed limited? What? Speed limits are only suggestions. Alright, so a new room, guys. New tower. So that takes us back to Tower 1, I believe, and then that proceeds to Tower 3. And Tower 3, yeah, there's a lot of to-dos in Tower 3. But first things first, we gotta get through this little section. And I believe there's another save point in here. Okay, we can't use this yet, right? Yep, offline. We gotta go turn on the juice. Drop that hard save. Here we go, spamming buttons. I can't help it. I feel like it speeds things up a little bit. But it doesn't. Okay, I think we got a boss fight coming up. Our Guardian fight. Spinner ball that we cannot use. There we go. Yep, boss fight. So these things aren't too bad. As long as you stay on the move. Stay locked on and stay moving side to side especially. That'll help you to avoid most, if not all, of their attacks. But I notice when I'm just kind of staying in one spot, man, they drill me. And they do knock it out of your health. So yeah, just stay on, for example. Just stay on the move. And that'll at least minimize the incoming damage. We're not done yet. Reinforcements, and then I think there's a boss of these guys who's a little bit tougher. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Yikes! Man, he had my number. Ouch. Okay, so the boss of those guys isn't part of it yet. But he's coming. And yeah, he was a bit of a challenge. He was tough to hit. He had a shield. Like a proper Link-style Hylian shield. That was made of electricity. And actually, now that I think about it, nothing like the Hylian shield. I just realized I went the wrong way. I love elevator rides. So I don't know why I'm having all these strange issues. Like, I did this morning, ran this whole thing without a hitch. And now that I'm doing it for real, it's like my brains are melted. Maybe I've just gamed too much today, that could very well be. So that magnetism or whatever is happening here, it doesn't pick you up, but if it picks up a crate and it drops it on your head, damage! Like, ouch! That shot that mattered. Okay, this might be that boss thing that I mentioned. Ooh, what's that? Grapple point. Yeah, we don't have that yet. Yep, turning red. Alarms going off. We are not welcome here. Okay, so, yeah, this is a lot of fun. Multiple enemies, all moving targets. Definitely want to stay on the move here. I'm still going to get drilled a lot, but that's okay. I'll at least be able to minimize that to a degree. Okay, I think we have to do something here with the psychic beam, maybe? No, not yet. Okay, no. I'm thinking wrong. Go away. Where did it go? There we go. Not quite sure what makes him settle down so we can get after him. I guess we just have to wait for that. And try not to get hit. Ow. Okay, and we can't get that yet because we need grapple beam. You see all this really awesome stuff that we cannot quite get our hands on yet. So when I say we'll be coming back here, yeah. We will definitely be coming back here for many things. This might be the busted elevator. It even looks rickety. Hey Atlantis, good games. Indeed. Pretty sure we're gonna have a fist fight in here on the way back out. Ouch. There we got another one of these deals, exactly the same type of party. We'll have to use our psychic morph ball bombs, MBBs. I guess we can't do anything with that yet. And look, there's another one of those things. So those must like sling us to the next tower once we can get those working, or be able to access them instead of having to like do it the long way. We can like insta travel from tower to tower. Alright, let her rip. Same type of thing. We'll have to use the little side baskets here to get out. But you'll already notice the swarm here. And this is what really started reminding me of the Matrix. And you'll see why here in just a minute. Alright, wait for that discharge, because this is a lot of damage. Come on, baby, come on, baby. That slowdown makes you nervous. Hey, we should have to fight that thing. Yep. Here we go, game on. So at the end of the Matrix movies, in part 3 where he finally makes it to Machine City, like, the interface that he talks to that makes like a face, that's what it totally reminds me of. Now, you can't really do anything here. So what we're gonna have to do is go into this mode and fire the drivable shot. And you have to aim for the balls and try not to hit all the things that are swarming. It's kind of tough to do. I had to give this a few goes. But, yeah, and they're easy to miss. But yeah, trying to hit those orbs without, like, hitting the other orbs is the trick. Whoops. And if he shoots you while you're doing that, it snaps you out of the attack mode, unfortunately. So you have to be kind of quick with it. And I blew it there. Let me wait until he settles down. Okay, right about... Come on. There we go. That ought to do. And you can lock onto these, which is a good thing. It's helpful. Ah, it didn't lock on. Why not? There we go. So anyway, that's how you expose it. You can start really, you know, sending in the damage. I don't see a damage meter. That's kind of funny. Right about there. Let her rip. Okay, go ahead and send in the damage. Sweet. Not terribly tanky, it's more of a patience fight. Yeah, I'm doing unbelievably good on damage and stuff, so... I'm not quite sure what that little red exclamation point up to my upper left is all about. Maybe that's telling me Yahoo wants to talk to us real quick. No. Or maybe that's warning us there's a danger. The thing I just drove right into. Aha, see? Fool me once. Ah. Anticipation station. Alright, do we have a fist fight here? I'm pretty sure this is it. There's a lot of boss fights in this level. Like this whole power plant, nothing but boss fights. Our first fist fight with this dude. Or dudette. Not really sure what it is. Yeah, it's a party. And he does some damage too, so he's got this attack right there. You have to double tap your... I think it's the B button, the jump button. So if you double tap that while you're moving side to side, you'll do that like strafe. And then you'll have to jump over that wave or whatever. But yeah, I just kind of like to, you know, wail on him like this. I'm not doing a real good job of dodging his attacks right now, so that's making me a lot of damage here. But basically, when he does this, tornado mode, morph ball bombs. So you gotta kind of lead him into you here. And then that'll happen. Whoops. You have to do that a couple of times, that's right. Three times, I guess. Then you can start dishing out the damage again. Oh, I did not jump up. I jumped to him. That was not awesome. So you have to get close. Like, there isn't much room for error there on those morph ball bombs. Especially when he starts moving fast like this, like it gets difficult. Ooh, that one almost had him. There we go. Morph ball! He almost had me. Okay, so again, it's just kind of like a patience game. Especially with this. Ooh, he drilled me there. That's a lot of damage. Ouch. Well, I got lucky there. Alright, that's pretty much it. It's just patience game. I ate a little damage there, but you can see it's quite survivable. And we're rewarded with a little health. Not bad. Those are essentially your heart containers of this game. Alright, sweet deal. Get whatever healing there is left. Not much. We pretty much tore this room to shreds. And let's see, to get out, I think we need to go up the elevator. So yeah, this is another back the way we came. Busted elevator. Gotta love it. Those things are evil and must be destroyed. We're not done fist fighting yet. Okay, so here's the one with the shield. So yeah, whenever he charges you like that and misses, you have to shoot him in the back. I haven't figured out another way to damage him other than the, whoops, I totally had the aim wrong on that. Other than the psychic beam, you know, that you can drive. But honestly, this works just fine, you know, being patient. letting him charge you, shooting him in the back. Especially if you don't like that psychic beam. That is another way to go here. So you can see he's not real tanky, it's just a matter of being able to land the shots behind his shield. And believe me, that took a while to figure out. I was pulling my hair out, I'm like, how am I going to hit this guy? And I started using the psychic beam, but I don't know, I felt like I was missing something there. Alright, not bad. Okay, we're still going up. And I think we're done with boss fighting, at least for now. I might be eating my own words here in a minute. Uh-oh. Yep, when those things fall on your head, they do a surprising amount of damage. Okay, so yeah, I'm eating my own words now. You're not done boss fighting yet. These are more like guardians, not really bosses. Oh wow, he drilled me good with that one. That was a whole bar, man. Ouch. Whoa! Another one? What are those turrets or something? Yeah, dang, that got my number. Okay, we cannot do that yet. That's for boost ball. Going up. Eventually, we'll make it back to the main room where our motorcycle can be pulled back out. And then it's off to Tower 3. Ooh. So that room just gave me flashbacks to Resident Evil, the first movie, with that hallway of death. Yeah, that was not okay. That gave me nightmares for days. Man, these things just keep tagging me. I'm not doing a good job of evading damage today. Are we done? Okay, we're done. Okay, I'm gonna hit that save point again, but first I want to see if I can top off. Oh, wait a minute, the save point does that for us. I laugh in the face of damage when I know there's a save point. Very nice. Alright guys, it's off to Tower 3. And that's a bigger puzzle than anything. There is a tough boss fight at the end of that though. I'm not gonna lie, that's gonna be the toughest one yet. Like I was legit sweating during that entire fist fight. And I think we need to activate that, but I can't remember why. That's right, there's a goodie down there. And we need that goodie. And you gotta time this one just right. Like, there is no room for error. It is, like, tightly timed. Yikes! I didn't mean to actually dive in there. I couldn't help myself, it was glowing. Yikes! Yeah, when I say there's no room for error, like, It is down to the millisecond. Okay, but it was worth it. All the damage, it was okay. More missiles is always a good day. Rockets, whatever they call those in this game. So if you really want, you can save the game again, but So off to Tower 3 we go. Speed limited, what? I feel like that's a fail. Speed limits are suggested. It's a recommendation. And I say this because nobody follows speed limits. Alright, more goodies here to scan. That goes back to Tower 2. That's how we know we're all in the right place. Oh my goodness, with the scans. Back to Tower 1, correct. Oh yeah, that floor opens. That's our way forward, so we gotta open the doors here. I think I'm pretty well topped off on health and missiles, which is awesome. This is where we get our map. Alright, and we gotta dive down here for our motorcycle. Speed limit. Speed limits should not have been allowed. So same type of party, guys. Just crank down on that right trigger there, the accelerator. And this is really cool. It's the tutorial basically that teaches you how to drive the thing, but I had a blast doing this. Pun intended. So basically stay within the yellow here. It's okay to go outside of that, but it slows you down and stuff, and yeah, it's bumpers. It'll tell you what to do here. Complete a full lap, so to complete that lap, yeah, stay definitely within the yellows. And it should work out for you. Classic figure 8. Or no, it's not even a figure 8, that comes next. Okay, I think we just got it. Okay, now the boost. So basically you cannot do anything to these targets until you hit that button. And now, you know, don't worry about the yellow things, you're not timed anymore. So yeah, the boost is kind of like a wheelie. It pops that front tire up. Booyah, baby. Okay, now we got a boost. So it's like a tap and then a hold. And then that'll kick the motorcycle sideways. So a quick tap, then hold. And it actually stays sideways for a little while. Like, you got some time with that. Alright. Trial 1 complete. Kind of curious to see what the motorcycle does when we get out with it. Like out in the world, open world, whatever. Should be fun. Okay, here's our figure 8 track. Okay, so yeah, scanning mode works. I think I mentioned that earlier. And some of these are kind of fast, so you'll have to boost to catch up to it. So I'm just basically shooting right now. Those were close. Yeah, we're gonna have to boost, I think, to catch this next one. Whoops. And don't boost on the curves like I just did. It's tougher to keep control that way. There we go. Nice, good straightaway for that boost. And I really liked this feature. You can hold that down, release, and it hits all three. I really like that multi-targeting deal. Oh yeah, very fun. Again, I can't wait to see what this is gonna do when we get it, when we get out in the world or whatever with it. Should be a party. So basically I'm shooting at nothing right now. It's like a boomerang. It comes back to you. Reminds me of one of the boomerangs in like a very old Zelda game. Twilight Princess, maybe? Where you locked onto multiple targets and the boomerang just kind of went around and did demolishing. So here I'm just spamming the button, guys. I'm spamming the shoot button. That worked out good for me the first time too. So it's like as soon as you can start targeting something, it'll fire. And I might have to slow up just a little bit, let this thing get in front of me. Not only that, while you're shooting and you're damaging them, it kind of snaps them out of attacking you. So it's kind of like defensive at the same time. Alright, final wave. Get her done. probably hold that button down and target multiple, but that's okay. Did I get it? Think so. Okay, certification. I don't know if this is when we have to do the boss fight or if that comes after we do the certification. That was a whole bunch of nothing. Okay, I'm gonna drop another hard save here. Just in case this is boss fight o'clock. And yeah, I keep forgetting these things do full health, so I don't need to go around shooting all the crates when I'm near one of these. Full health and full ammo. Surprise! Oh, there's two in here. I'm the one in for the surprise. Okay, we're about to go down into the belly, and I'm pretty sure this is the boss fight. So, yeah. Game on. I did not mean to do that. Oh well. It was a guaranteed hit. Where did he go? He's like, what just happened? Ah, he got me good on that one. Oh, was that Nolan Ryan down there? Impeccable aim. Ouch. Alright, you can tell it's a boss fight because it's an arena. Well, no time like the present. Get her done. I'm gonna try to remember to get all my scans. I make no promises. But I'll be honest, guys, getting into this fight, it is tough. It's a very big patience game. So basically you just gotta like break these things and expose a way in to that. And then you just go to town, you dish the damage while you can. As quickly as you can. So yeah, when those things have those little green dots, that's your way in. And again, guys, it's a big patience game. You see I'm not doing a lot of damage. He's very tanky. And he dishes a lot of damage. Oh. Yikes! You do not want to be in the middle of that yellow, like, area when he's winding up for that attack, because that really dealt some damage. Missiles work too, as long as you can get them in there. Sometimes they're tough to squeeze in. I don't know if they do a ton of damage. Oh, okay, that's one of those you need to do that double dash for, the sideways double dash. And I always accidentally hit the morph ball button by accident. I'm really bad with that. I don't know who designed the button mapping for this game. But I do not jive with that at all. Okay, just, yeah, get the damage in wherever you can, anytime there's an opening. Oh, wow, that really hurt. Yikes! What's happening? Yikes! I can't move! Wow. Talk about chewing on damage. That's all I did that whole time. So yeah, that double dash to the side, that's the only way to dodge that I know of. And you gotta really time that too when it's coming right at you. So this is why I say it's a patience game, just because you're not doing a lot of damage here, whereas he is doing a ton of damage. The good thing is I notice there's a lot of heals that drop throughout the fist fight here. And you have little windows like this where it's a little bit more tame. Uh-oh. He's about to do that thing again. That I don't like. Ouch. There's that double dash again. Sometimes I jump too and I don't do the double dash, so... And I'm probably sounding like I'm talking about Super Mario Kart here. The old school Super Mario Kart. So basically just keep the stream of fire going in. That way you've already got bullets on the way when an opening occurs. I noticed that was super helpful earlier. Ouch. Uh-oh, not again. Yikes! Oh, you have to get the morph ball for that. I see now, okay. I wasn't catching what they were throwing there. Oh wow, I'm gonna die. Especially if I do that again. Wow, they got me. I didn't have a problem earlier. I got through this just fine. I did not die. But I guess it happens. Load checkpoint. Man, I hope I don't have to go all the way back to the save point. Come on, baby. Good. Ah, cool, we get to skip this time. So that green balls thing, they're not super threatening, they're super slow. They do damage though, so you still gotta watch it. Oh, I got stuck. That might have been what happened earlier, because I know I was really not moving, and I chewed up yeah, see, I'm already like 2 tanks down. Wow. And I remembered a lot more heals dropping earlier. Yikes! Okay, now I see some heals dropping. See, I did it again. Morph ball. Okay, yeah, now I'm seeing heals dropping. So maybe the more of those little panel things you shoot, the more heals you're gonna get. Oh wow, that got me. go. Nice little opening. Oops. Ah! Yeah, I jumped the gun. You gotta time that right, otherwise it'll smack you. And wow, I'm almost dead again. Why am I having this issue? I'm telling you guys, I had such an awesome run through this morning. I should have really just streamed it. Like, I don't know why I didn't. Yeah, I got stuck on a couple of the puzzles, but like, I was on point with everything else. Alright, give me some heals, baby. Thank you. Uh-oh. That thing, God, it's tough to dodge. Wow, it's tough to find that opening. There we go. Give me the money. Oh, you got me! Yikes! Not this again. Why can't I go into Morph Ball? Wow, he's gonna kill me again. Unbelievable. I don't know, I might get lucky here. I doubt it. I've eaten a lot of damage. Ah! Doggone it with that button. Yeah, that's tough, man. That Morph Ball and Dodge. I'm getting my Y and B mixed up. So apologies for the delay in game here. I don't know why I'm having these issues. I should have just streamed my first one. I'll give it one more go here. If it's just not clicking, I'll take a break. Maybe I'll just do like a boss fight stream. When I come back to it with fresh eyes, it might go a lot smoother. I'm also trying to figure out like what makes the drops. Like, is it these things that I'm shooting, or is it the green balls? Or is it both, maybe? The bad thing about those green orbs that are floating around is they block your incoming shots to his core. Okay, I think I'm getting the timing down better on the dodging at least. Not to say I'm going to survive this fist fight, but it's a start. So I guess you wait until you hear it fire and then you double tap. That's a more reliable pinpoint there to hit that button. Yeah, I'm doing a lot better this go around. Of course, as soon as I say that, I'll jinx it. Yikes! Come on, baby. We're getting there. We're getting there. Uh-oh. Woo! You got me with that one? No! Not this again. There we go, pushing the wrong button for Morph Ball. That's what I was doing earlier. It was just the wrong button for Morph Ball. Wow, you have to evade. Like, if you don't, it's just too much damage to eat. He's almost done. So close. So close, baby. Okay, so I did kill him first time this morning, but it was down to the wire. Like, it was him or me, and I just got a lucky shot in, I guess. Because, yeah, I remember I was really legitimately sweating. My hands were shaking. Like I had just barely gotten through this fight. So this was much more slower paced, controlled, and really it boiled down to the timing of the dodges. Because again, it's just too much damage to eat when he keeps clocking you. So guys, that's the best advice I can give you. Stay moving, keep firing, and learn the timing on the dodging. That double tap with the jump button while you're locked on. And hopefully you'll be able to get through it. So I definitely hope that helps you all out. If you wouldn't mind taking a quick moment to like, share, subscribe, comment, I always appreciate those things. Absolutely love to know your thoughts and comments here. Until the next time, best of luck, happy hunting. I don't think I'm going to finish the stream just yet. I'm going to get through this little cutscene stuff. And, get us back to Old Boy here, and then I'll go ahead and call the stream good. So basically, we just have to get our way out of here. And now that we got the psychic boots, we can start using those platforms that we couldn't use before. And I don't know if you remember, but right in the beginning of the game, guys, I found a couple of those platforms. So yeah, we'll have to figure out how to get back there and see what those jump things got us to. So we kind of got a twofer. The psychic boots not only let you use those platforms, but they also give you the jump boots, or the space boots, so you got your double jump back. So it's kind of like 2 for the price of 1. Not bad. Ooh, what did we get? Oh, that's right, we got the key. We need the keys. And I believe that makes 2 that we found so far. So yeah, these things. I couldn't think of what to call those, but we can now step on those. Very Metroid Prime. This is right out of the old games. I think it was Echoes that first introduced the X-ray, where you could actually like stand on the things, but you could only stand on them in X-ray. Or maybe that was right from MP1. Heck, I can't even remember anymore. Alright, so yeah, you basically got to double jump your way out of here now. Space boots, that's what they're called. Something we cannot activate yet. We need that grapple or whatever to yank that thing off. See, I'll have to come back to this. Let's go ahead and drop a hard save here. Always a good idea to do that after a big boss fight. That's not fear speaking, that's experience. Alright, go ahead and plop out your motorcycle. I think we have to go back to test circuitry security. Although I'm wondering now if Tower 1 wouldn't have been a faster way out. I can't believe we're dealing with speed limits. I don't see anything new to do in here. I probably should have went to Tower 1. I cannot wait to get this thing out in the open world. I am ready to use it. Okay, so we're back to Tower 1. I think that's the way out. Make sure I'm not missing anything here on the way out. Uh-oh. Dude, he had my number. Man, they all have my number. What's going on? Death from above. They're in the trees. Man! Whole bunch of Nolan Ryans up in here. They haven't missed yet. Really? These are like the XL versions, man. Holy guacamole. Using a bomb. Okay, let me get right here after all that death and destruction. Alright, so yeah, we're back to like the way in now. This is what I pointed out earlier. There was something to do there with the magnetic rail. We don't have that yet. But we will soon. Oh, wait. Can we not use that yet? The linked bomb slot, those are up there that we cannot access yet. Or wait, maybe we can. Double jump. Okay, that's our way up. There we go. So that's our way out. Okay, very nice. So the other one is what we need the magnetic rail for, I'm assuming, because I don't see another way to hit that one. Let her rip. This thing's pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm having a blast with it. When I watched, like, the preview of Samus riding the bike, I was like, yeah, I don't know. But actually getting my hands on the thing and playing with it, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Okay, so we're back here. Whoops, wrong buttons. Oh, we still can't talk to Yahoo there. Oh, nice. That is so convenient. Speed limit. There we go. Alright guys, I want to hit the one thing here before I do anything that I said it looked like there was a goodie over there. Oh, I couldn't quite do that. No, that's for the psychic boots. I saw that at the last second there. There we go. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Can't wait to get my hands on this. This has been bugging me. Now it should be something we can't play with yet. An electric shock? I don't have an electric shock. Why would they let you over here? And then not be able to do whatever we need to do over here. Jeepers. Man, I was so excited too, like my mouth was literally watering. And now I feel like somebody popped my balloon. Okay, well, I thought it was going to be fun. So I'm going to go ahead and break these crystals because I can. Oh, whoops. I think you double tap. That's right. See, I already forgot how to drive this thing. Oh, there must be a cooldown on that. Whoops. Yeah, I can't use it right now. Oh well. I'm ready to go, so let's do that. Yeah, there is a cooldown on that boost. Soul Valley, very fitting. Okay guys, I could absolutely just play for hours at this point.
Congratulations. Looks like there's 3 keys left. Up to you to decide which one to go after first.
And I guess this is where the game just really opens up. Oh, sweet. The bike mows those over. Now that I know that, let's go back down into the other area. I want to see if I can blow through this. Ouch. That'd be a no. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Because I can't help myself. Nope, that didn't do it either. It was a good try, though. I don't know what that means, but we don't have that yet. So all these crystals are blanked, meaning I already collected whatever they had. They won't give them back. Okay, so we're pretty much done here. So yeah, anyway, I can play this for hours at this point. Like, wow, this is when it really opens up. But I think I'm going to go ahead and call this one good. I really just wanted to get through the towers there. And I've done that. So when we come back on, we'll see where we go next. Guys, I definitely hope you're enjoying this. I know I am. I'm having an absolute blast playing this. So please take a quick moment, like, share, subscribe, comment, let me know your thoughts. I always appreciate those things. And until the next time, folks, best of luck and happy hunting.